Documenting Detroit exists to give an opportunity to Detroiters to share their own narrative with the rest of our city, and also to get that narrative up and out.
The photography being done by these fellows is exceptional, and I think it's very important to have people who are local here documenting their own community. Too often, especially in urban environments, the only time people in the neighborhoods see journalists is when there's something bad happening in their community. And documenting Detroit actually is the reverse of that. They're just telling the day-to-day stories of life and what it's like to live here in Detroit.
It's Detroiters focusing on Detroit stories. The telling of those stories fosters confidence within communities. It teaches the photographers that we're working with how to focus on the details, focus on what's around them that really makes what we have here a very unique and creative and beautiful place. Facing Change, Documenting Detroit is a three-pronged program. We are a fellowship for emerging and early career photographers. We host a series of monthly events featuring a local photographer who's built a career around Detroit and a portfolio of work around Detroit, as well as a photographer from out of town who might have built their career, shooting everywhere in the world or maybe focusing on one project. We also have public art installations. We do projection, we do long-term installations on the sides of buildings, and basically find any and every way that we can to get the work that's created by our fellows up and out into the city. We look at stories that are not told in the larger narrative.
They have been able to do so much with very little resources and virtually no money.
A grant like this would be a game changer for the photographers that we work with, for the communities that we work in, because it gives them a platform to share what they're about. It gives us a platform to share what Detroit is about. There's a pride that happens when people see themselves in work being created by people from the area, and that builds on itself, and then that basically just becomes, it kind of hits a boiling point where what we're making here just seeps out and rewrites the narrative about the way that Detroit's being framed here, being framed across the country, and really even around the world.